So how do you find the best stocks? The question of the era, I think, right? Buzz, buzz, buzz. I really need to get batteries for these. I do. So that's a good question, and I want to show you how, I want you to, I could tell you what stocks you should buy, but I'm not going to do that, okay? Because everybody is different, and I want to teach you in a way so that you can think for yourself, okay? That's my job, okay? That my job is to make sure to teach you how to think so you can find your own stock that is good for you. I mean, I could split out Amazon, Netflix, and stuff like that. They're all good, but I want to show you what's the thinking behind. So there are two types of investment, okay? Long-term or short-term, okay? Long-term could be an IRA, Roth, or you want the money for your retirement, college fund, and things like that, okay? That's a long-term investment, okay? Short-term is I invested today and I might want my money at the end of the day, tomorrow, a week from today, a month from today. That's called a short-term. Now, keep in mind that long-term will, tax-wise, you have to pay less tax, okay? Capital gain. We'll talk about that on a different video. But on a short-term, you will have to pay a little bit more tax, but you have your money right there in your pockets, okay? That's the difference. Now, how do you decide between a long-term and a short-term, okay? We're gonna break it down into pieces, okay? Stay with me, okay? Into this video, you're gonna be able to explain this to your kids, your wife, your husband, how to pick a stock. That's my guarantee. So long-term, okay? Think of it like this, okay? Long-term means a couple of years till you're 60, right? So when we're thinking of long-term, think of it like this, okay? Go to your house, right? So what do you use every day? Colgate? Do you brush your teeth? Colgate. Who owns Colgate? Most of it. Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, right? Do you like coffee? I could, Nikesh? Yeah. I could, Nikesh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
My friend Nikesh, he's right here. Do you like coffee?
I love coffee.
I mean, we do have a coffee brewer in the office, right?
Yeah, we do.
But do you see me with this cup every
single day?
Every single day. And usually, right? Usually I'm having like Americano. So it's not that special.
No.
Why is it special? Because Starbucks. Right? So Starbucks. And this is a good stock. This is a long-term good stock, okay? That's one. Just go around your house and find products that you use on day-to-day basis, okay? For example, every day, hey, when you do your shopping these days, where do you get it from? Amazon?
Amazon.
Or eBay?
Or eBay, yeah.
Or eBay, right?
Yeah.
Which one do you usually get it from?
Amazon mostly.
Amazon, most of the time.
Yeah.
eBay is like second-hand items or aftermarket items, but usually I have an item arriving from Amazon every day. It's nothing big, right? I even order my water from Amazon.
Wow.
Right? And Amazon is a big, so think of it like that. So every day, what do you use in a household? So those should be your long-term companies, okay? Long-term. That's how you decide. Now, let me give you some ideas, okay? So Amazon, it's like, I think it's trading at how much? 3K roughly?
Almost 3K. Yeah.
Almost 3K. Now, investing in Amazon might be too expensive for a lot of people. I get it, right? Now, you have a couple of options, okay? Option number one is buying a fractional share. You could. That's pretty good. That's one. Or number two is finding a stock that's similar to Amazon. It's the next Amazon. How do you do that? So let's go back. Let's think, okay? Now, keep in mind that just because you're in the US, so my background, I'm from Nepal, but so that's why I have this, right? But a lot of people, a lot of friends here in the US, they think that Amazon is the only one. It's not, okay? The company. Which company that's similar to Baba? Similar to Amazon. I'll give it to you. It's Alibaba, right? So Alibaba got listed on NASDAQ, our US exchange, 2-3 years ago. It has only been 3 years, okay? And they are at, what's their ticker right now? What are they worth right now? Nikesh, can you give it to me?
They're around almost a little over 200.
Almost three. I think it gained $30-40 in the last couple of days. I remember.
It's $289.
Almost 300. Okay, so almost 300. Now let's think. Okay, Alibaba, one of the biggest company in China. Okay, you know that, okay? Just because, okay, and one of the things I want you to point out is, okay, money is money. It doesn't matter if it comes from India, China, Pakistan. As long as you can make money, just make money, okay? If you're too attached to like, okay, I only want American money, you're gonna be losing out, okay? Now, let's think of it like this, okay? So, China is about to beat US economy. That might hurt a lot of you guys, okay? I mean, it hurts me too, but that's what's gonna happen, okay? And Baba, I'm gonna refer to it as Baba because that's our stock ticker. This is next. I want you to see how I think, right? So Baba, China is about to beat the US's economy. Baba provides, they have Alipay. They're the biggest company, one of the biggest company in China. They have Ali Express. Of course, all those other companies as well, and they ship out so much stuff here, and more than half of the stuff that's being sold on Amazon is being imported from Alibaba. Did you know that? So here's the thing: they've only been listed in the U.S. Nasdaq for only 3 years. That means they have a long way to go. So is Baba the next Amazon? Probably. See? So I told you that you might not be able to get into Amazon, but you found the next Amazon. So if you invest in Baba today, and then thing is, you don't have to, as a long-term investor, don't look at like, oh, a stock is down $5 or $20. Don't look at that, okay? Each year, right? Each year, every couple of years, you will see that there's an increase of 10 to 15%. And that's good. And long-term, keep in mind that you're investing on companies that are not going to go boom overnight, okay? Let's say you invest on, let's say, some random company that you found, I don't know, your friend told you it's like $2. You're like, I'm going to put my entire life savings on it. It might go bust, okay? So you have to look at market cap. Market capitalization means how much is the stock worth. Now keep in mind that that's not really accurate because, for example, Tesla. Tesla is at $2 grand, 2,300?
Yes.
Is it worth nearly to 2K? No, it's not. So Tesla has a cult. So I think Nikesh told me this. So the buyers of Tesla are the same people who buy Bitcoin. Does that tell you something? Okay. I never said don't buy Tesla. All I said is be careful. Okay. Amazon is 3K. Tesla is 2K. And does Amazon have a full right to be at 3K per stock? The stuff that you got at your house today, they're all coming from Amazon. Amazon owns Whole Food. They own Ring?
Yes.
Ring. They own the new Halo watch. Yeah. What else do they own?
They are trying to go to the moon.
They're going to the moon. They got their own planes. They don't need the mailing FedEx.
No.
So Amazon deserves. Tesla, does it deserve? I'm so iffy because here's the thing. Like I said, it's the perceived value, right? It's a perceived value, but it has to be realistic. Tesla is overvalued. So if you're like to me, hey Satish, invest, selling, if you got 100K invest on Tesla, I would say no, because Tesla is unpredictable. Okay, that's why they're going through a split and so on. That's other stuff. But you see what I mean? So make sure that the long-term investment is something that has been around for a long time, that you use, that your friends use, right? For example, Microsoft. Microsoft is it's a giant. Is it going anywhere? No. Are they buying new stuff? Yeah, every day. Okay. Microsoft is like a grandfather company. Apple is a grandfather company, right? These days, Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, right? Even Netflix. Okay. Oh wait, there is a name for this. They're called the FANG stocks. They're called the FANG, if you didn't know. So there's a stock called ETF. So ETF is pretty much like mutual fund. It's like let me give you an example. So ETF is like a mutual fund. Pretty much the idea is electronically traded funds, pretty much. So let's say, okay, Starbucks, Netflix, bunch of stocks. Okay, I put it together, a company, right, me, and then I sell it as a whole package. So when you buy an ETF, you're buying a fraction of all these different stocks, okay? But you're paying one price. So why is it safe? So why is ETF a safe way for long term? It's because, okay, just because Starbucks goes down, it's not going to make the entire stock price go down because it's a Starbucks. Remember, it's an average, okay? If let's say, let me give you an example. So for example, let's say this stock is worth 100, this is worth 500, this is worth 50, right? If this goes down, does that make the entire ETF value go down? It doesn't. It doesn't, right? So that's why ETF is a long-term investment. Okay? Now, FANG. What is a FANG? So FANG stands for Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. Okay. So these are called the FANG ETF. Okay. So FANG ETF means that a company like, let's say, JP Morgan or Vanguard or me, right? So I just have to have money, lots of money, billions of dollars. If I decide, make sure you pick an ETF that's backed by a big company, right? Let's say your friend Bob starts an ETF. No. Vanguard, JP Morgan, Bank of America, ProShares, right? Big companies, right? So they create these ETFs, and the one's called the FANG. FANG is Facebook. Is Facebook going anywhere? No. We got Instagram, everything, right? Amazon going anywhere? No. Netflix? No. Google? No. So there is an ETF called FANG. So you don't have to buy individual stocks, and you can buy an index of stock. That's called the ETF, right? Back in the day, when you had mutual funds, right, you'd have to put in a minimum amount, and then you can't take it out, and so on. Like that, ETF can be traded like a normal stock. It behaves like a stock, but it's really stable. So my advice to you is, if you're trying for a long term, get into ETF, because ETF is an average, and you'll be safe. It won't be as risky. Now, if you do go with, like, single stock, again, Starbucks, maybe not right now while the COVID is up, but Netflix. You're like, oh, Netflix is not making money, but they are one of the biggest companies. Nobody has been. So Netflix has so many competitors, but ask your friend, what do they use the most? Amazon Prime or Netflix? Netflix. See, think it like that. So Amazon, like I said, you have to keep thinking. Make sure the company is not going anywhere in a short term or couple of years. Keep that in mind, okay? Just like that. So that's long-term investment. And long-term investment, there's not really a right time to buy. I mean, there's always a right time, right? You could have bought it when there was a crash. That's option one. Option number two is right now, because long-term stocks, you don't have to worry about small movements. Okay? Now, if it's up, it's down like $40, or it's up $40 in last week, just buy it, sleep on it, okay? Couple years later, you're going to be like 20%, 30% gain, and that small change in price won't mean anything, will it? No, it won't. So that was long-term investment. Now let's move on to short-term. Okay, short-term is, what is short-term? Short-term is like me buying a stock at open and selling it before my lunch. It's called day trading, right? Now, or you're buying a stock today and you sell it tomorrow. It's called swing trade. I don't know how these traders come up with these crazy names. Swing trade. Whenever I hear the word swing, it's like, what is that? I hear swinging. The swinging. There was a show called Swinging Wife. What was that show?
I think it's Wife Swap.
Wife Swap. I think of that for some reason. I don't know why. My mind is somewhere else. But traders come up with these weird names. You shouldn't be worried about that, okay? Don't be worried about that. That happens here. Just be like, oh, I'm buying it today and selling it today. That's called intraday trade or day trade. If you're buying today and selling it tomorrow, that's called a swing trade. I need a baseball bat here.
You do.
So short term, okay. Now we know that's long. Now short term, you're trying to just make quick cash, okay? You're trying to use it as an income. So that's the difference, okay? So long term is like retirement. You want big money, right? But you are willing to be patient. Short term is like an income replacement. For example, okay, let me give you an example. So if you are willing to invest $1,000 today to make $200 extra tomorrow, that's an income, right? I mean, if you could just leave it up there for a couple of years, you'd make more money, but you won't be able to use that money to pay your bills or buy the Starbucks or latte or things like that, right? So short term can be used as an income, right? A lot of people these days, they have some savings and they use that to create an income source, so they don't have to go get a real job or things like that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Nikesh?
Yeah, it does.
So short term is like income replacement or income. That's like your ongoing payment that's gonna help you out. Boom, 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 boom. You get the idea, right? So short term is that. Now, how do you find the short term? Like I told you how to find long term. Let's talk about how to find short term. Short terms, FDA approvals. So I think I made a different video about that. I think Nikesh will put it up somewhere. So FDA approvals are, they're approval drugs that's coming out that you can buy a couple days earlier and sell it a few days later. Very risky. Again, short term is a little risky. You can sell it. That's one. Number two is what you can do is go to a website called Finbiz. I think a lot of people have heard of it, but they don't know how to use it. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's Sunday here today, so I might not be able to show. Okay, I can show it to you. You go to finviz.com. You don't need to buy anything, guys. Go scroll down and find something that says top gainers right here on the left. Okay, so what are these stocks? These stocks are like, a couple bucks worth of stocks or like, something cheap. What you do is you can buy these a day or before earlier or buy it in the morning and sell it in the evening and make quick cash, okay? And how do they work? Number one, like I said, FDA approvals or let's say an earning call. Earning call is when, let's say, a company has, they have 4 quarters. So a company, let me go back. So a company has 4 quarters, meaning they have to report income, how much money they make or lose 4 times a year, okay? So they have quarter number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each of those runs, we can make money. Okay, how do you find out which earning call is coming up? Google. So if you go to Google earning calls, earning calendar. Okay, I think we'll find something. Oh, Yahoo Answers has it. Pretty simple. Okay, so go to Yahoo Answers, right? So it tells you what earning call is coming up. Let's click on August 31. Is that tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Okay, look for companies and find companies that are like priced, decent. And let's see. Regis. I've seen this company. Let's see what this company does. I think this is okay, $9. You can play this, but I wouldn't. It's $9. When I'm doing a short term, I like to buy lots of shares. Let's look at a couple days later. Okay. Let me just click on one. Try to see if I can find something. Can I optimize the? Okay. Let's click on one. Let's see what their stock is. Okay, $20. I mean, see, they're not big companies. They're like smaller companies. I'm trying to find something that is getting more expensive. See, this is a daunting task that you have to go through. I think Yahoo has a column here that I can add that I should add. Oh, telling me let's go look. Okay, let's go look at something. I'm gonna go to September 8. Okay, let's click on this. Does it tell me? It should have a pop-up. Let's see. Maybe this is not the best. Okay, well, 17. Let's find something else. Okay, let's find something called earning calls calendar. Maybe NASDAQ has a better list where I can see this like current price as well. Data is currently unavailable on NASDAQ. Can you believe that?
Sunday.
Earning calls, let's see. Okay, Q2, of course. Oh, Zoom is coming up. Huh? Let's see. Oh, it's $300. You don't want to play that. Trying to find. So pretty much look for stock that's like under $10 if possible, guys. I wish like. Okay, there you go. Southwest Securities. I don't know what this company does, but we can use it. So this company has an earning call, meaning that's when they tell you, hey, we're making this much money or losing this much money. They say that, right? Now, you take a look at that, right? And then we go and check book for value. I just want to show you a few things. Let me see if I can see. South. Let's Google it and let's see if we can find something. A bit more information here. Securities. Try to see. Does Yahoo Finance have the previous earning call? Let's see. Earnings. Trying to find the previous earnings. Okay, there we go. I found it. Okay, I found it. Okay, earnings profile. Let's go here, and that should give me a pretty good idea. Earning release. Let's see, open key people finance. Okay, we can go here. Okay, there we go. Now we can see. So these are like previous revenues, information that I was looking for. See, they make it harder for people to see. So okay, so the trend has been that it's been growing a little bit. You see it, right? So previously it was at this. Is this kept growing up and up and up? You see it. So the trend is going up. Let's see, total revenue. So this means that this stock is probably going to have a good year, okay? But we got to make sure that, so last quarter was pretty good. And even in COVID time, that means that the stock is probably going to do good. So what you do is you put the stock on your watch list, and you can create a watch list on, let's see, you can create a watch list on Stock Twitch, Stock Wits. You can create it right here. Get a free account, or if you are using Robinhood or TD America, you can create your watch list as well. If you don't know how to create a watch list, maybe you should Google. I'm not going to cover that in this video, but so pretty much put it on a watch list, right, and see what's happening. Does it rise or does it lower? Now, also watch the volume, okay? Usually watch the volume to see what's happening, okay? And if you see a volume spike, that's when you buy, okay? That's when you buy. Simple way of buying it, okay? I mean, you can look at the charts, but we're not going to do that. This is a simple way of buying it. Now, keep in mind that it might, if they report something is wrong, the stock might fall. But this is one of the strategies that you can use to make money. So FDA, earning calls, anything else I'm missing? No. Right? I think I got it. So those are short-term ways to make money. So for that, you have to always be watching for news, what's going on, and and pretty much trade the news. So pretty much you're trading the news, right? With long-term, once you invest, you sit on it for years, decades, right? And you make money. But short-term, you're trying to make quick cash to pay for your bills. So that's the difference, okay? Now, last but not least, penny stocks. So penny stocks, here's the deal, okay? So penny stocks, you can make a lot of money with penny stocks. You can, but you can actually even go down to having zero. So penny stocks, they're shitty companies pretty much, right? Not all, right? Not all. Most of them are shitty companies. They're not good companies, okay? So the thing what you need to realize is that penny stocks, be careful, okay? If you're starting out, please don't invest. Penny stocks, I traded, but I trade the charts, meaning that I look at a chart up and down, I buy at a certain point and sell it right away. I do that, but I never, please, I'm begging you, please don't hold on to penny stocks ever, because that's always going to end up something wrong, okay? So don't hold on to penny stocks. And if you're new, I would not even trade penny stocks, because penny stocks are super risky, and that might, that might blow up your account, meaning it might bring your account to $0. And a lot of people think, hey, blowing up account is normal for being a trader. Is that what a lot of people think?
Yeah, they do.
Isn't that stupid?
It's dumb.
It's dumb. People think, can you believe that? I need this buzzer to work. Can you get batteries?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
So you don't have to blow up your account to be a trader. Somebody was like, oh, it's a passage you have to go through if you blow up your account. I was like,
thank you.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want to cuss on this video, but no, you do not need to blow up your account to become a trader, okay? You don't need to do that, okay? So don't blow up your account. And some people feel good that they blew up their account now and they think they're on the passage to greatness.
Yep.
That means you just made a mistake. What are you proud of? You shouldn't be proud of, okay? You made a bad mistake. And you made a mistake because you weren't watching this video. Oh, if you want, see, I know each one of you guys watching this video right now is not gonna make that mistake because I taught you not to do that, right? So penny stocks, avoid it at this time because if you're new, you don't want to trade it. I will make a new video at one point where I teach you how to trade penny stocks, but at this time, if you're just starting out, or you're a mom and pop, you're stable, please don't trade penny stocks because yes, you can make a lot of money because the gain is so much, but please don't do that. Okay, so I think that's it. We learned about long-term, short-term, we learned about penny stocks as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Next up, hit that subscribe button. I think there's a red button, right? This needs to work. This needs to work. And hit that subscribe button because that really helps me out. And comment below if you have any questions about how to find stocks or any of those things, and I'm more than happy to help you guys out. I will make sure if it's a valid, if you ask like stupid questions, you're gonna get stupid answers, okay? But if you ask me a valid, good, not all questions are stupid. So if you ask a valid question, I will answer it, okay? Thank you so much.